Warning: this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William, hey!
Yeah.
How's Skype?
How's Skype? Why are you bringing?
Skype, the hot app to do video calls, alright?
Uh-huh.
The number one chat-based video call application on the planet. Everybody's using Skype.
Yeah, sure. Everybody uses Skype. It's not like
We're
they're.
recording this episode over Skype right
Okay,
now.
that is an absolute lie. How dare you lie to our audience
That's right.
like this?
That's right. I would never download Skype. That's right, because right?
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, you would never download Skype, right?
Yeah, I would never download Skype. I would rather call you through my phone and record that way instead of downloading Skype.
You know,
That's the measurement I would go to avoid using Skype.
you know what I just realized? Because the fact that I have my headset on, but I also have you on the phone, I'm pretty sure my mic is picking you up. So it's gonna be really weird.
What do you mean? Why is your picking up my audio?
Okay, you're on the phone. I have to put you on speaker because my headset has it so it's wrapped around my ears and I have the microphone on, okay?
Okay.
So it can pick me up directly through that. But
Uh-huh.
but you're on speaker, Austin, so you're going to be caught on my fucking
Then take on speaker.
What? And then how am I going to hear you?
What do you mean? Put the phone next to you like any normal person.
No! Oh my god, you see that's okay, please. You have to. Okay, so I'm moving the mic a little bit. You realize that I have to do this for a whole 45 minutes, right? Just to hold the phone up next to my ear.
Yeah, look. If Holdor can hold the door, you can hold the phone, alright?
Also, hold on. Say something right now.
Yeah,
No, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, say something.
No,
Okay,
say something
okay.
in your usual tone of voice.
Okay, look. Like Holdor, you're now whole phone, alright?
Okay, I don't think it's picking you up. I just had to make sure.
Okay. Alright, whole phone.
Oh my god, this is a disaster.
Look, this is what happens when my internet fucking loses connection and we have to still record a video and if we have to fucking at the last minute try to figure out how to meet deadlines and record an episode for this week, alright?
Oh my god, this is...
Right? Yeah, that's
this
right.
all
Like we
gone
have to
shit.
record an episode this week, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Alright? You know, an episode for this week, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, okay, no, you're still doing the fucking intro, okay? I don't have that shit memorized. I don't know how it...
I can't do the intro. I don't have the Wikipedia page
Well,
open.
okay, well then you say... Why are we doing this in the middle of recording right now? Look, you can literally just say...
He who has the Wikipedia page has the intro.
Okay, you know what? Fine. We're making a new intro up right now. Welcome to this fucking tokusatsu fucking podcast about Super Sentai, where we I don't know, talk about the fucking episode. All right? Have you not been following along with the program? What the fuck's wrong with you? Anyway,
38 episodes.
Yeah,
38 episodes of Zenkaiger.
Yeah, we're today, me and Austin knowing many things about tokusatsu, and me knowing very little, we discussed episode 38. It's the Ancestors, the Great Spirit World. That's the title of the episode, my good folks.
Yeah, that's right. Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, right?
Yeah, that one. Okay, we've recorded this. This is the 38th recording. If people won't get that it's Zenkaiger by now, I have no idea what's wrong with
What
them.
if someone has only ever watched episode 38 as their first episode, right?
Who would do that? They're gonna be in the middle of things.
And the person's like, boy, what a great first episode of Sentai I just watched. The 38th episode. Let me go on YouTube and YouTube Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger episode 38 podcast episode review or some shit, right?
Oh my god, that's
What
so
if someone
bad.
decides that, right?
No, but who would decide that? Because it literally says, as it opens, this is episode 38, and it says the title right there. It's right there.
I don't know. What if someone only watches episode 1 and then decides to watch episode 38, right?
Oh god, that's... Why? There's no. I'd be surprised if anybody actually legitimately did that. I very much doubt that would
That's
happen.
how I always watched. Look, back when Game of Thrones was airing, that's how I always kept up with Game of Thrones. I only watched the first episode, and then I watched the last episode of the season. All right.
Why would you do that? That makes no logical sense. At this point, it's not even just anybody else. It's just you, Austin. You're the culprit.
Wait, hold on. I just thought of a good premise for a show where we pick a show, right?
Uh-huh.
And we only watch the first episode and the last episode of a show, and then we try to figure out how we got from point A to the end. There are a lot of TV shows I realize I never watch, right? Like Lost. I wonder how lost I would get if I were to watch Lost that way.
I'm gonna be okay. First of all of us would be very lost, unironically at that point. Okay, no pun fucking intended. But like, I mean, we could do that if you want. We'll just do a fucking whatever at that point if we just don't have anything. But that's for later, I guess.
Dude, that's actually a good episode, Parade. Write that down. Right, you have the Wikipedia page for it. Write that down.
Why do I have to write it down? Where am I gonna write it down?
I can't remember anything.
You know what you do have, Austin? Pencil and paper or a pen.
Well, what do you think of? Some barbarian? Some primitive?
People use pencil and paper still. Who are you calling a barbarian? This is a modern thing that you use.
No. If I want to write something, I would have to go to drive.google.com, click on new Word doc, and then open a new Word doc to write down my ideas. All right?
Okay.
That's how it's supposed to be done.
No. That's if you have a computer, sure, but you can still write stuff down. It is not at all barbaric. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, how am I gonna write? Use my blood? What the fuck am I gonna get these writing utensils?
A pencil. A pen.
What do you mean? You tell me to get a pen, cut myself open, dip the pen in my blood.
No, the pen will have ink. A kind of fountain pen. Don't you go getting a quill on it for yourself just to start writing. Why would you do that? Oh my god.
Hey, we get 2 worlds this episode.
Yeah, well, you say 2 worlds, but we really only get 1. So yeah. I don't see the point in just introducing the other world and just like, what's the point?
Oh, look, it's the setup, you know, right? It's like you gotta tease the villain, you know, for next time.
But you know what they do? You know how you tease the villain in this show? With the teaser at the end of the episode. That's how you do it. I don't see how it's necessary to do it at the beginning.
No, it's like Venom. It's like Venom. How Venom ended with the teaser for Carnage, right?
You want to know when that happened? At the end of the movie. Where like in this one, it can happen at the end of the episode. I seriously see no reason why. It's just like it has to be at the beginning of the episode. Introduce them, and it's like, oh well, I guess 2 villains can't fight at the same time. All right, see ya, and he's literally just gone for the rest of the episode. What's the point?
Hey, but don't worry, everyone's getting ready for Christmas this episode, so
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, they're all getting ready for Christmas.
So I'm really glad this episode takes place in modern time, so you can actually know that it's modern time, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, that's how you know this is taking you in the year 2120, in the year 2021,
uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, I
forgot
that.
That where fucking parallel Earth that Kaito's in follows the what's it called? The Gregorian
calendar, I believe.
Yeah, Gregorian calendar, right? So that must mean at some point in this Earth of Kaito's, right? In Kaito's Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus exists, right? Christianity exists in this world, right?
Do you think Jesus was a Super Sentai?
Was Jesus part of a Sentai team? Who do you think was his other members of the Sentai team?
Wait, I mean, he did have the apostles with him. That's the thing. I think it was Jesus and I think he had like 13 apostles. So he could have been a team of 14. He could have been a team of 14 Sentai, my guy.
Yeah. Hold on, do you think Judas was the 6th Ranger in this case? Right, he was the bad boy that came along to join the team? Right?
I mean, I guess so. But that, oh god, that's a dark turn by the end of it, though. Now that you think on it, right?
Right. And as a certain subreddit likes to remind me, the older the Sentai, the darker it was, alright? So who knows? Maybe Christianity Sentai taking place in 0 BC was extremely dark, alright?
You know what? I wouldn't disbelieve it. I really wouldn't disbelieve it.
Right?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, considering the fact that there's I mean, if you know anything about biblical lore, Jesus did get fucked over by Judas, and then there was that whole thing, and then Judas basically oh, do you know what happened with Judas at the end of his thing, right?
No, I really don't know what happens after he betrayed Jesus. All I know is that he betrayed Jesus,
so
and that was it.
okay, I'm about to drop some really wild shit. He's legitimately.
For anyone who's joining us who decided to Google the Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger episode 38 review, welcome to the Christianity portion of. We do this every episode, by the way. Last episode, we talk about the fall of Lucifer from heaven.
You know they could literally just go back to the episode and see that you're just like lying out your fucking ass, right?
No one goes back and rewatch old reviews, alright? Well, that's why I haven't gone back and watched Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 8 reviews, alright? No one ever does that.
Oh my god. Anyway, lore drop. Judas after Jesus fucking dies, right? He's so distraught by what he's done. He goes to hang himself, right? And then once he hangs himself, literally his stomach bursts and his intestines fall out and everything.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what happened, and he's just condemned to hell afterwards. So yeah, it's rough.
Hey, you know, that's like another Sentai season that I watch.
What?
Right?
Did somebody's guts blow out? Is that what you're telling me?
No. That reminds me of Chojin. Oh wait, fuck. Was it fuck? Well, what was the first part of it? I don't have the Wikipedia. It reminds me of Live Men. All right.
Of Live Man?
Yeah, another great 80s, dark 80s, 70s Showa era Sentai, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I told you about in one of the videos I always bring up, right? It's another fan favorite Sentai that people like to watch, and that one, the best friend of the Red Ranger betrays the Red Ranger for the devil.
Oh shit! Is that oh my god! You know that sounds really. Oh god, that sounds really accurate. What the hell? What the fuck?
It's like, and do you know how? And do you want to know how you know the best friend reminds us betrayed his best friend for, because that is the opening tag, that is the tagline for the show, right?
What, betrayal by best friends or something?
No. The literal tagline for the show is, "Friends, why did you sell your soul to the devil?"
Oh my god.
That is the actual tagline, right?
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Look. It's an important question. It gets answered in the first episode, but it's still an important question, all right?
Oh, so they just that's just immediately the premise. That just happens and then. Okay, alright.
That episode started off pretty hard, right? 3 people died in the first episode.
Oh god. Oh yeah, old school Sentai was hardcore as shit, yeah.
Right, because the episode gives you the tease, right? It starts off with 5 friends, right? And you're thinking, alright, 5 friends, a Sentai team has 5 Rangers, right? So it starts off by saying your expectation, right?
Yeah.
No, but by the end of the episode, 3 out of 5 of them betrays them to sell their soul to the devil.
Holy shit. Okay, that sounds like something to watch now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so you literally the three of the friends to the Reddit, I think it was the White Ranger or some shit, right? Betrayed them, and they all joined the devil team, right, to become like the generals of that season. So then the Reddit White Ranger or something have to find 3 new friends to be like, hey, best friend betrayed us for the devil. Now taking application.
Oh my god.
For new friends.
That's fucking amazing. Holy shit. I definitely have to check that out. Anyway, we should be talking about the episode.
We already talked about everything we talked about is related to the episode, alright?
Yeah, sure it is. I mean, I guess.
Hey, what do you mean? We talked about Christianity? What is it? Fucking Sanchez mentioned Christmas, Christianity lore, Christmas is all connected, alright?
Yeah, sure.
Also, we found out Kaito was born on Christmas Eve, apparently.
No, it says, no, his birthday's on the 12th. His birthday's
wait.
yeah. In the calendar,
his birthday's on-
it's been circled and everything, and it's like, oh, it's his birthday. Then they cut to the 12 and like, oh yeah, that's when his birthday is.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, but to be fair, the way that Sanchez says it, and before Christmas, there's Keiko's birthday. It made me assume. I was under the assumption it was like Christmas Eve for some reason. But now when you, yeah, I completely ignored that time. But anyway, hey, we get two enemies, quote unquote, two enemy this week. We get Bond and New Year Worlds, right?
Yep. Yes.
What's that?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and what's this? We get recycle enemy prop. They realize, we don't have a new costume this week. Better recycle to the point where they actually call it out. It's like, oh wait.
Yeah.
We already...
Yeah, that's always great. I always love when they just call their shit out like that. It's fucking fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty great. So was it? He's Orange or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Or New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's New Year World, right? Even though this episode is literally being uploaded. Well, even the Sentai episode itself is being uploaded a month before New Year, which is really funny as hell.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like interesting. Do you know if it's because they're going to be taking a break later on or something?
I have no idea, to be honest. So yeah. Also, the other word is Bond World, which I guess is a thing. I don't even know what Bond is.
I mean, from what I'm understanding, at least in here, from the way to describe it, it's just like it seems like it's their version of the Day of the Dead. You know, like how we
So pretty much we get two New Year's World this episode that shows up, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And then
but it turns out that they're idiots. It turns out you can't have two New Year Worlds at the exact same time.
Yeah, it's such a weird excuse for them to have. It's like, oh yeah, we just can't have two villains just can't fight with each other for some fucking reason. I'm like, that's
two villains of the same variety cannot show up and fight together because it's really bad.
Yeah, for some fucking reason, right? And then it's just like, okay, I'm out, and then fucking like, no, you stay here. We're gonna all fight you right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when Two Kaiser comes in and is like, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. And then fucking...
like two people we get to kill this week, right?
Then fucking like Hot Kaiser and fucking Stacia's like, yeah, you know what? Nah, fam, we're here to protect them now.
We're here to help. We're here to help. But then fucking Bond World does his weird magic thing, and he brings back the spirit of the dead.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he literally brings back dead family members. Like fucking, I think it was Hot Kaiser's like great grandfather, right? And then you get like. You get two other characters.
You get Two Kaiser's great-grandfather, and you get Galwan's grandfather, who may be racist, it turns out. Ooh, boy!
Oh, you're talking about how he just reacted to fucking Kaito?
How much do you think Galwan's grandfather was the guy that would tell other people to sit at the back of the bus, right?
Oh, Jesus.
he would tell her, no, this is a red robot area. You need to go to the non-red robot area.
Oh God.
I'll call the dogs on you and get the fire hydrant.
Oh Jesus, that's fucking horrifying. Holy shit.
I mean, it's really heavily implied that this fucking Gallows grandfather is actually might be super racist.
Well, you know, there's always that thing where you have a grandfather and they seem nice and all, but then they say a racist comment like, "Oh God, I forgot he lived in a racist era."
Back when I think it's Senzo. I think it's Gallows grandfather. Was it Senyo, right? I think right?
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, back then, mixed interracial marriage wasn't a thing for him, alright?
Jesus. Oh, fuck. It's getting too real at this point. Jesus Christ.
Oh. Boy, I wish Tariq was here this episode.
Well, I mean...
he could have said some great stuff. Yeah, but then Two Kaiser's grandfather, and he's a pirate. It's literally just fucking they literally just went to a costume and said, "Hey, yo, give us a Jack Sparrow costume."
Honestly, yeah, he just comes up with a Jack Sparrow costume. He's like, "Hey, man," he's like, "Who? Oh, you're my descendant. Well, this is my ship now. Give it back to me." That kind of thing,
That's
right?
like he literally looks like a fucking like a fucking Jack Sparrow
You
fucking
know,
ripoff.
it's not like Jack Sparrow. I think it's more like Jack Sparrow's father. I think it's the more feeling that I get.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is true. That's true. And then Stacy gets his dead mom back. Bull, right?
Yeah,
And he's
you think we get a lot more from that, but I mean, we'll get
yeah.
into that later too.
Yeah,
But
you think Stacy would take this moment to see his dead mom again as very important, right?
yeah,
And everything. Yeah, but
hmm
then Bomb World leaves. He's like, okay, bye. Oh, I did my job, right? I brought back the dead. You know, I turned the world in turmoil from that, right? And then he just leaves, right? And
yeah,
then everyone just leaves. I love at this point everyone just fucking leaves, right? And at this point, after
hmm
that, they're like, oh, well, I guess we have nothing better to do, so he just starts leaving.
yeah. They just don't bother looking for the villain. It's like, well, I guess that's the worst he can probably do, and they're just dealing with the old grandpa robot. You know, he's just kind of
Yeah,
just
with the
who
yeah.
apparently died because he just decided to just fart in a courtyard, and people were like, hey, that's not okay, man. We're gonna cut your head off. Or just kind of like,
Right.
what the fuck? Also, he really traumatized some dogs. Just saying.
Yeah.
I couldn't help watching. He saw those dogs, like, oh god, those are adorable, right? And he just rushes to them. The dogs were very obviously uncomfortable, just wanting to stay the fuck away from him.
Oh, it's fucking great. It's fucking great. Right,
Yeah.
right now. And just how, look, it turns out dogs might not like people in giant robot costumes, right?
Yeah, because they look freaky as shit. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god. But like there's also the little bit afterwards after that scene where you get like Zox. Well, not Zox. Like you get Zox's I don't know if they gave him a name, but his great grandfather, right?
Yeah,
Uh
I don't remember his great. I'm just gonna call him Jack Sparrow from now on, alright?
yeah,
I'll
well,
just.
look, I guess that will work too. But you get fucking Jack Sparrow, fucking designed to rob a restaurant and everything.
Right,
And then you
right.
get Zox who comes in and he's like, "Hey man, you can't be doing that." And he's like, "What? Why not? Aren't you a pirate?" He's like, "Yeah, well I made a deal." And then it literally cuts away and it goes back to fucking Kaito and his friends dealing with like with old grandpa robot
Yeah,
fucking just
they're
like
dealing with a racist robot grandfather, right?
yeah, it's like back in my day we didn't allow for this kind of thing, and then they just
Yeah, huh?
they gave him ice cream to shut him up and shit.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, ice cream, I never had this before.
Yeah.
Fucking then Kaito's just like really just thinking about Stacy and being all like, I wonder how Stacy's doing with his mother, right? And
Right.
then obviously we go fucking cut to fucking Stacy, right?
Yeah. So Stacy's dealing with his mother problem now, right? It's like, my mother's back. I don't know how to process this,
Yeah.
right?
I wish there was more of that because we barely
Yeah.
get it before
Because this
things
has
just
been his
turn.
entire character story like that is about how he doesn't have family relationships and everything, right?
Yeah.
How it's hard for him to navigate this stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, but don't worry. Toei got a drone for this episode, and
Yes,
he
it
made
did.
sure to use it. The worst part is when I was watching that scene, you can actually see the built up, right, of the drone moving up, right? Like it
Yeah.
wasn't mid
Yeah.
motion. Like you can actually see like that, like for like the 1 second where it was just standing still before the thing moves up, which is really funny.
Yeah, honestly, and of course, it just floats away after like fucking. I swear to God, there's like they do very little with fucking with any of the. Okay, we'll talk about the missed potential and at the end of this episode. We'll discuss the fucking details later. But like, of course, then you get like the two other scenes of the two other characters, to like the random psychers that they decided to add to
Yeah,
kind of show
random
that they're
background characters visiting, seeing their grandparents and everything,
yeah.
right?
And then of course Bond World comes in. Like Sakai's like, oh, isn't this is kind of heartwarming what's happening? And then Bond World's like, yep, now time to do level 2. And then fucking all their ancestors are trying to kill off the fucking descendants, man.
Yeah, which is really no, like the ancestor realized that their bloodline is weak. So, anyways, I'm ending this bloodline. All right, I'm making sure that this bloodline you failed the bloodline. All right,
Oh
right.
my
I'm
god.
gonna end you all.
Yeah, and
Right,
then
which is
fucking
funny as fuck. Yeah,
that just
but
what
don't worry.
surprises me the
But don't
most.
worry. But I'm pretty sure this was normal activity for Gowan's grandfathers back in the day, so it's fine, right?
So he was prepped for the shit. He was training his whole life for it because of.
I'm just saying, back then, Gowan's grandfather used to do things at night in a nice cloak, all right?
Oh
He would
god.
go,
Oh god. Oh no. That's not,
right?
that's not okay.
Plays a girlfriend large, plays like a stick, plays like a letter T in front of them, right?
Oh my
And
god.
get some, and then light it on fire.
Oh
And this is
god.
American history. For the Southeast Asian viewers, this is American history, by the way. Or it could be Christianity history. Who knows? Jesus used to. Who knows what Judas used to do back in the day? He could have gone to other people's house and lit a cross on their front
Oh my
lawn.
god. But
Like, the warning signs were there for him killing Jesus, you know?
no. Anyway, there's that whole interesting well, not interesting, but well, it sort of is, at least for me, because we do get like Stacy getting attacked by his mother. His mother came prepared. She had a knife.
She had a fucking knife this entire time.
Yeah, it's
Right.
fucking wild. I'm like, is this what she had to deal with when she was like in the world of Toji Tendo? Like, what the fuck, in
I mean, to be
Kikaitopia?
fair, she was. Look, my headcanon for Stacey was that she was kidnapped into being a bride, right? Right.
Yeah,
for,
that would be
for-
accurate,
for-
honestly. That would
Right?
be accurate. Because
Right. So
Fire
she was like,
Shitara
"Ooh, I'm gonna
like
kill
that.
him and everything," right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, because Fire Shitara is a fucking piece of work. He's just insulting his own fucking son. And did we skip over that scene? I think we did.
I think we said there was a scene when Stacy goes back to. They'll go back to Barushitara and the fucking and where the fuck the main villain in the stupid wall is. I keep forgetting his name. God, he is so fucking uninteresting. I stopped caring about this fucking guy.
Fucking
I don't know what the
Bokuwas or
fuck his
whatever.
deal is.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And they have their fucking moment, right, where they're back at that base and Wallman's like, oh yes, the plan to bring back the ancestor or some shit.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, Bokuwas. Okay, that's his villain.
Yeah.
That's the villain's name.
Yeah, and then fucking like I just like find it interesting that like I really want to know how she died, because the thing is, with the way she acted very protectively of like Stacy, it just kind of makes me wonder how that happened, you know?
Hey, don't worry. Like the reality of the world, domestic violence. All right.
Oh, Jesus. Oh god. But yeah, anyway, so
Hey, don't worry. Like the reality. Oh, she tripped and fell on that doorknob. All right.
oh my god. It's getting too real. Stop, please. Yeah, fuck.
Okay, you wanna go back to Calvin's racist grandfather instead?
I mean, we had to kind of go back to the fact that
domestic violence to racial injustice in America.
well, I mean, like, look, either are bad. It's whatever at this point.
Okay.
But you get like this whole.
Okay, you want to talk about Christianity, Lawrence?
We had to talk about how the fact that Kaito just can't like happens to come across like fucking Bond World by real honestly happenstance, fucking going up to the rooftop and is like, hey, there you are. You're the one who's doing all this random shit with the SS trying to kill us.
Randomly walking around a fine Bond World, right?
Yeah.
As they're running away from Jude's racist grandfather.
I just love the fact that like during the transformation sequence, like literally during the whole thing, like the grandfather is still trying to hurt him. He's still trying to hurt him,
which is fucking great. Like he's doing it in the middle of his of his stupid pose, right?
Yeah,
Superhero, right? Which is fucking amazing, right?
God.
And I got a real point to everyone was like, I guess we should move along, right?
Yeah.
Right, like domestic violence in America, just ignore it and move along.
It's fucking wild. And they even just like kind of push him off and just like I kind of wished that they did this, but I wish they took the cane away just so he wouldn't stand back up.
Just to see that so he's like a turtle who falls down.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I was expecting.
And he can't get back up and everything, right?
Yeah, honestly, but I mean, of course he gets back up and they're all fighting at this point. And literally the grandfather, he's still involved in the fight. He still gets up and joins in the fight to beat up his own great grandson.
Yeah,
like holy shit.
He's not even fighting Onward or fucking. He's just fighting fighting Jura with just the funniest fucking shit.
Yeah. And then
Then meanwhile we come back with the Gold Kaiser, where Gold Tweaker's family, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jack Sparrow was beating up this small Asian woman, right?
Yeah.
With this really
Yeah.
obvious plastic-looking sword. Boy, this is not a good sword prop. I just want to say that
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, I know. It's every time he pulls it out, and you hear the sound effect, but it's like you can't make me
You
think
can
that's an actual.
clearly see this is like a really. This is a fucking toy, right? It's not even like a good prop. It's like a really bad, shitty thing you buy at like a Party City or a Spirit Halloween. By the way, for the Southeast Asian viewer, look up Spirit Halloween. It is the #1 growing business in America. All right.
Why? Why are you mentioning this? Please stop. God. Anyway, fucking. Yeah,
Speaking of
but.
Party City, I tried to go to a Party City earlier this week to look for a costume for a Christmas party. And it turns out Party City do not stock Hawaiian party attires in the middle of winter. It turns out.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, right. So I have to go to a Christmas party in like a few weeks, right? So I thought for the fuck of it, I'm gonna go in like a Hawaiian tourist vacation outfit, right?
Yeah.
Right, so I went to the Party City. They did not have it. It turned out. I was really disappointed.
Hey man, you can always use Amazon. They'll probably have it. Oh my god.
That outfit cost me like $40 to buy.
Are you fucking kidding me? $40?
To be fair, the shirt, the Hawaiian shirt, right, was like $20. That's why it was a good brand Hawaiian shirt. It wasn't like a shitty Hawaiian shirt, right? It's like a Hawaiian shirt that I could at least wear again in the future, right? To like weddings, parties, funerals.
Why are you funeral? Why? Okay, like parties, whatever. But a wedding and a funeral, you had to put that in the list? Really? Of all things?
I want to get value out of that Hawaiian shirt, alright? If I spend $20, you bet I'm going to take any opportunity to wear it, alright?
Oh my god. Anyway, excuse me, a little tired. But you get like after you get the whole fight.
So you get Jack Sparrow beating up on Flint and the two little SD Gundam robot, right?
Yeah, And then of course fucking Zox gets pissed off. Like legit, like I don't think I've ever seen him this angry before. At least in the show. And he got fucking pissed off. He just it's also kind of telling where he does the transformation, but he does it without the fucking dance, and he just goes for it, which is fucking wild.
In this show, like at least it's in Towa Zox character. How it's going to sound like he only cares about like two things in this show, right? It's his family and treasure, right? So ooh boy, hey, I do that to my family. It's like when Kaito, hey, look, if that building is on fire, I'll leave. If you're in the building on fire, I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna go call 911, right? You stay here, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But but it was kind of nice to see that for a little bit.
It's really actually show it's a good show of his character, right?
And then so right afterwards, we again do cut back to fucking Kaito in his fucking battle, right? And then as he's fighting, he sees the answers, like the great grandfather finding Zurin and everything, and then it's just like he's like, oh, but what about Stacy, right? And so around by that point, right? I guess like blah blah blah. Yeah, we cut back to like fucking Stacy and everything, right? Where he's fighting
his being chased by his mom with a fucking
knife. His mom literally becomes a horror character, like like fucking Jason.
It's almost hilarious, right?
Yeah, it's so weird because you hear this sound effect which kind of indicates she's teleporting, I guess, right? But she's like behind him and he's running away because he doesn't really want to hurt his mother, right? Which makes sense and everything, right? But then you hear the sound and then she's right in front of him. He's like, oh, you're running away from me, and then she still tries and he runs away again, and again you hear this she trips him up. And then while he's on the ground, you hear the sound again, and then he looks up from the ground and sees her hovering over him.
Very well done, right? To me, I was rewatching this scene, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you could not see the camera cuts when they do this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could kind of see it, right? It's really if you go frame by frame, you can definitely see the camera cuts, but it's almost seamless in a way when how they did this shot, which is really interesting and cool.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
it is
actually
cool.
appreciate how the scene was done.
Yeah, I mean it is well done, but the fact that his mom does that to me is just fucking wild as shit, right? But then of course that's
Hmm.
when Kaito comes in when he's about to get
Yeah, and also
Stacy's about to
the
get
good
killed.
thing is a good thing a Sentai Ranger's outfit is repels against fucking knives, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? They can get injured by high energy blast, but a regular knife, right? They
Mhm,
can
mhm.
survive that. Someone should tell that to Yuki Guy,
God, I
right?
swear to God. But fucking yeah, like they every like oh no, well I mean he defends he
Yeah,
defends her
but then
from
Kaito gets on top of Stacy,
yeah
as everyone has wanted all season, right? Right?
yeah exactly. It's like
He gets hard on top of Stacy.
yeah uh-huh
Stacy's just bottom bitching this, right?
Jesus. So clearly Kaito's a top. I guess we always knew. But
Yeah, that's right. There you go. It's what everybody wanted all season, right?
Jesus fuck dude.
They finally got it, right?
Yeah, uh-huh. And then fucking you get like you come back to the other fight with the rest of the
And then
Zenkaigers.
Kaiser comes in and trying to stop the mom from. She's like, "Uh-oh,
Oh yeah,
hey,
yeah, she does too. Mm-hmm.
hey,
She
hey,
does too.
hey, hey! I learned this from watching non-American police video where you get the knife out of the person's head instead of just shooting them,
Jesus
right?
fuck. Yeah,
Hawkeye pulls the European approach of dealing with a person with a knife. Disarm them, not shoot them.
yeah, uh-huh. And then so once that happens, then you cut back to the Zenkaigers where they're doing their fight.
Yeah, with the Kikaros and their dumb shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're just fighting,
Mhm.
and then they have the Zenkai gun, whatever. I don't remember the exact
Yeah,
name of it,
yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. They do the Zenkai gun, right? They do their finisher, right?
Right, they do
Boy,
the
missed
finisher.
opportunity this episode to use to use the goddamn Sentai gears, right?
Yeah, they didn't. Okay, so that's the weird thing. Like you kind of expect it, but nothing happens for that with this episode.
Yeah,
It's kind of like,
right. Because that's the
huh?
thing. Sentai, there's a lot of Sentai that has family members, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was the season where every family member was a teacher. There's a season where every ranger's a family member. There was another season 2 years ago where everyone was related.
Oh wow! And so it's basic. Oh yeah, that is
There's
a missed opportunity in terms of the themes of
there's
this.
actually a
Yeah.
lot of family theme Sentai season where people are like or like siblings,
Mm-hmm.
what was it child parent or cousin,
Uh
right, to
huh.
each other. I was expecting to actually use these Sentai gears to use, or at least use the stupid fucking Sentai gun to summon them, right?
Yeah.
Because at least that's what I like about them when they use the stupid Zenkai gun to summon the Sentai spirit. It is a theme appropriate in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like that episode when they had the school, when they were at the JoJo school and they summoned all the Sentai Rangers who were related to school,
Yeah.
right?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Yeah, missed opportunity to substitute that stupid gun.
Well, there's a lot of missed opportunities in here too. I mean, well, in general, really, because
Mm-hmm.
okay, we'll get into it, but like fucking but yeah, so the Bond Wall is destroyed, and then all
Yeah.
the ancestors just kind of go away and everything, right? And everyone else is kind of happy, and then you
Mm-hmm.
get like you get this interesting shot where Stacy's kind of watching his mother disappear, right?
Yeah.
And then it just kind of
Hey,
focuses on that for a
look,
bit.
Stacy. Look, Stacy. She'll be back. Right? Just unsnap her,
This
right? Just
this yeah,
unsnap her.
but this like but to for real talk for a second, right? The thing is what I really liked about that shot is like while they're actually focusing on the mother and her disappearing, right? And then they kind of cut to him and he just seems very like distraught, right? But then they cut back and
Mm-hmm.
as she's disappearing, they actually just all they do is really move the camera up to like to Hawkeye's, right? It's like, oh damn, oh she's gone, oh no, Bond was destroyed. But it's and then you cut back to Stacy and his being distraught over what just happened, right?
Yeah.
And it's a really nice visual way of just telling him is that he's relating these two like in a sense that like oh he felt despair about against having to fight his mother, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he's vision Stacy verbalizes this later on, right? But like because kids sometimes they don't get the visual aspect real quick. It's fine, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's he very much realizes that this is what he's like what he just felt what this like this horrible experience was for him is what he's doing to Kaito and his father,
Yeah.
and it's just it's a nice visual way of telling us all I really want to really say with that. But yeah, so that happens, and then Kaito just kind of goes back and back
Yeah,
into
Kaito
the.
just says, all right, that was fun, Stacy. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, pretty much, right? And then it just becomes nighttime all of a sudden once the the Kudai test becomes like the Bond Kudai test, whatever you fucking call it, right?
Yeah.
And then again, so we're back into the physical sets, which I really appreciate and everything.
Yeah.
We get a nice Bond world theme for the whole set and everything. We get
With the
Zenkaiju.
lanterns and everything.
Yeah,
But we get the fucking weirdest shit of this fucking episode. This is where I draw the line, alright?
Well,
I was believing everything in this episode until I saw these fucking cucumber and eggplant fucking things come out.
yeah,
Right?
that's kind of weird. Like, I guess within
Right? I
context.
don't know if this is a cultural thing, once again, because I don't know anything about Bond or how it's celebrated in Japan. Right? So I don't know if this is like something where you actually go to your family wrestling place and you bring them like sliced.
I mean,
Sliced
you
eggplant.
probably bring them food offerings, so that's probably why.
Right? But it's still fucking weird how it's eggplant and Kevin's like, these two are these are like in like the same group, you know, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I have to visit a relative's fucking wrestling place,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna bring two of the exact same thing. No. Right?
Yeah.
It's really weird how these fucking, it's just a fucking cucumber and a fucking, also the best part, boy, they did not have any budget for this, so I gotta just fucking put like sticks into them, right?
Yeah,
it's
honestly.
It's like the shittiest low budget thing they had.
God,
So
it is just amazing. And it's just
so
like,
fucking hilarious how fucking bad and
okay.
how fucking dumb this shit is.
So here's where I kind of like, because the thing is he like is Sechan explains it, right? But he kind of says, oh yeah, they're transportation for the ancestors to go back or whatever, right? But okay, but here's what pisses me off, right? Like, while Sechan, I appreciate him fucking explaining what these mean and everything. I'm just like, and it's like, oh wow, that's actually a really good explanation and culturally because I wouldn't know this shit, right? But then I'm like, so why aren't you doing this with the fucking Sentai teams? Why aren't you doing this?
I told you this. You gotta read it on his blog.
It's so dumb. Like he literally gives context for it so quickly in like 10 seconds, right? And it's just like,
I don't think it's even 10 seconds. I think he explained this shit in like less than 5 seconds.
Yeah, and I'm like, so where was this for the Sentai teams? You just basically say the name of it, but you don't really give explanations on anything. I'm like, and you do for here. Literally just 2 sentences. I'm like, okay, I get why this is being used as an attack and what it means for Bond.
7 seconds. I actually timed his explanation.
Oh my god.
It took him 7 seconds to explain the fucking horse.
And I'm like, and you can't give me 7 seconds to explain a Sentai team and what their deal is? What is this? Why?
Hey, look, that's the thing in Japan, right? Because every kids know everything about every Japanese schoolboy between the ages of 6 and 12 knows all 45 years of Super Sentai history, but they don't know the rich cultural history of Bond in Japan. All right?
Yeah.
That's why Senchan has to explain it,
It's,
right?
it's so backwards. I'm just like, why?
Every 7-year-old Japanese schoolboy knows that Guy Yuki was stabbed to death going to a wedding.
I hate you
That's
so
the
much.
first thing they
I hate
teach
you so
in
much.
kindergarten,
You have to
right?
stop hurting me. Yeah, I'm trying to ignore your use of his name. I have been trying, but you have to stop. I can't.
Right, they give us a picture book too to those Japanese
It's
kids.
still too soon. Ugh. Fucking hell. But it's.
Yeah, but you can read more about how Guy Yuki died in Senchan's blog, alright?
Yeah.
He gives you a play-by-play.
Oh my god. But fucking yeah, like they destroy Bond World and everything. It's by a typical thing.
But Bond was kind of a shitty enemy this week, so whatever, right?
Yeah, he's whatever enemy. You know, everyone stated there.
Right? I
Everything
just
they
love how the
for
fact that we
Christmas.
don't even see New Year's World, or they even acknowledge New Year's World for the rest of this episode, right?
Honestly, it's so
it's
weird.
Just funny how they just fucking fucks off after like the opening introduction to him. It's just so fucking how hilarious badly that was set up for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know what the point is.
They could have been filmed like a 2 quick scene, like, alright. Like when while we're talking to New Year's, like, alright, I'll deal with it this episode. You go back to the base, right?
Yeah, I'm just like,
shit like that.
what's the
They don't
point?
even acknowledge this character after the opening scene, which is the funniest shit.
Yeah, it's so odd because I'm just like, what's the point of just introducing the character and then not using him for the rest of the episode? It's so odd. But but again, we get like this whole, Kaito, they're celebrating everything, whatever,
Yep, yep.
and
And
then
they acknowledge that back when Jewish grandfather was alive and Kikai was probably as progressive as Kaito's
yeah,
grandma, right?
yeah, and then they're like, well, it's up to the modern generation to fucking make change. I'm like, okay, all right, we are acknowledging that, aren't we?
It's such a fucking line for them to throw in. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I'm just like, this wasn't even a theme. This wasn't even a theme, and you're just bringing this up. I'm like, wow, really?
It's like, I did not need to know that Kikai was just so incredibly racist and sexist back
Yeah,
in the
it's
day.
wild. It's fucking wild.
They just fucking, they just use it as a cutaway line, like a gag line, like, what the fuck, what am I supposed to feel about this? I'm really glad that, hold on, well, to be fair, Galley is a potential child predator, right? But at least I'm glad the other robots aren't racist, right?
Yeah,
Or,
honestly.
at least if anything, I'm really glad that Ruin Majin don't go around telling people to go to the back of the bus.
Jesus, yeah. And then God, it's so weird. I don't know
Such
why
a
it's
fucking
there.
weird law. I don't know why they have to say that.
Anyway.
Like, they just ignored it.
Anyway,
like, literally, guy was
yeah.
like, "Put back, that's how wasn't as great as I remember him, right?" But no, he just showed up. Yeah, Kikatopia back then sucked.
I'm like, it's like, God, I don't know. It's just like, we established this beforehand as well, and like to bring it back up again is like the weirdest shit. But anyway, we kind of cut back to fucking Stacy, right? And then again, really nice blocking. There's some nice shots in there.
Oh yeah, this is a very good. This is really good. How I did the shot.
Yeah.
Right, with the bamboo and everything, right?
Yeah, And then so like basically this is again where I mentioned earlier where Stacy just kind of verbalizes his thoughts on like, oh, if I suffered this through my mother, then what am I putting Kaito through when it comes to his father, that type of thing, right?
Right.
Anyway, then it's just like, so it's nice to see some movement for his character moving forward into a kind of redemption arc from what I'm seeing here.
Right.
And then you kind of get like this whole you cut back, and then of course the book, like, you get Iju with it. He's like, oh yeah, new year world is on standby and shit. And then Bokuwa's like, here, a piece from the old overlord that I overthrew back in the day, right? You can give this to Hawkeye to see what happens. You make use of it, and then they just laugh evilly, and then the episode ends.
Also, real quick, hey, Stacy's pants apparently has pockets, by the way.
Do they?
Yeah, apparently, because you see him put his hand in his pants as he's talking to Hawkaiser, right?
Oh shit, he does have pockets. What?
Yeah, hey, to be fair, I legitimately thought he was wearing woman's pants this entire time, so...
Yeah. That's surprising, actually. Huh. I don't know why that's surprising, but it is. But but yeah, there's a lot of missed opportunities in here, at least I feel.
Yeah, this episode was really a missed opportunity. It really felt like this was probably supposed to be a way more important episson.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you get the introduction of a villain character, and you don't make use of him at all. You get like this, you bring back ancestors, which is rife with just storytelling potential, right? In the sense that you could explore backgrounds and character motivations and what their regrets are, what their dreams are, that kind of stuff. Especially with Stacy, right? Because like, I kind of really hope that we saw more of their interactions, like where just kind of see
how important it is for Stacy to be like, "Oh boy, hey, I didn't have a good childhood growing up and everything."
Yeah, like his whole thing is about like he's trying to get back at Barashitara for what he did to his mother, which is presumably just basically killing her or something, right? And then it's just like you get these little snippets of seeing how his mother was actually just didn't take shit, right? And like she just straight up walked right up to Barashitara and it was just like, say, like, fuck off, right? I'm just like, oh fuck, damn! I like from how Stacy's viewed his mother beforehand. I didn't expect for her to be so like her gentle demeanor to turn into such ferocity in that one moment, right?
Yeah.
And then she she literally had a knife on her. So I'm just like, I was kind of really hoping to see more, and very clearly she can fight, right? So I was just like kind of hoping to see I wanted to see a different a change in Stacy's character to kind of see why he loved her so much. Besides the obvious, oh, she was my mom, the type of thing, right? If we got more, I would have loved to see more character interaction between Stacy and his mother, just to kind of get a sense of why she's so precious to him. And then like we do get snippets of her character, and we can kind of see it, right? But I wanted more one-on-one between the both of them to kind of see like maybe where she gets to act like a mother to him,
Right.
like we do see it in the sense that when she stands to Bar Shitar, which is fine and all, but I wanted to see more of like them, like where Stacy for the most part throughout this entire series has very much kept his thoughts to himself and really never opened up to anybody. It's rare for him to even open up to Hakkaiser. And so it's just like I was kind of really hoping that once his mother came in, like even despite his reservations, I was really hoping for them to have a heart-to-heart talk where like literally Stacy just brings down all barriers around his mother, right? And then we kind of got to see how like why he missed this relationship that he had with his mother, or something like that, And it's like it's such a missed opportunity to just make like. From what I remember you telling me, they wanted to keep his character. Like they liked him so much, they made a character for him. But I really wish they did more with his character to really bring out that potential. To really,
like you never really thought that they just came up with his character, but said he didn't put much thought into it. And I'm like, should do something about this.
Yeah, and it's like,
but don't worry, there's only 7. I want to say probably 7 episodes left of the season. You can explain everything within the last 7 episodes, alright?
God, it's just I don't see how they would be able to in 7 episodes.
Don't worry, they're gonna remember that Kaito's mom is traveling across dimensions at some point.
They still need to look for her.
Right? I'm just like, remember that at some point, alright?
God.
Kaito's gonna wake up from a cold sweat, it's like, oh fuck, I forgot I left my mother traveling across different dimensions.
Right? Yeah, honestly. Well, again, it's just like, again, we get some missed opportunities here, and it's just like, it's kind of like, I mean, what we do have is fine, but the storytelling potential is there, but they don't really hit it, and so it's just really frustrating with this. But otherwise, it's all right for me. I mean, I still enjoyed it either way. But you know, it's a fun episode.
Yeah, this episode could have done way more, but they didn't do way more. Right?
Yeah, there's also
it had good fundamental concept, be it true. But no, they just ignored it just to focus on like just to like. But I'm so glad we spent more time with Jewel's racist grandfather than Stacy's emotional distress and trauma of growing up. Right?
Yeah,
that's what kids want to see more. Racist grandparents.
But you know what I don't understand is like, why didn't they do more focus on like. If they like instead of Zira's grandfather or whatever, I would have preferred more of a focus between obviously very much Stacy's mother, right? But also like Zox's great grandfather. Because because the thing is there are brief snippets of like brief clashes of ideology, and there's like it feels like there was an obvious conflict there, and there could have been more, especially when the fact that when he kind of mentions that he made a deal to just not rob the earth and shit, and so I was kind of waiting to see. I really wanted to see them butt heads and just like really see these clashes of ideology, but they don't.
Time for that, all right? Look, William. Nobody likes fucking up inner conflict, alright? Everyone just want to see more Grease's grandfather, alright?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's like America's favorite TV show. Hey, how's your what's racist grandfather up to?
Oh my god.
That's the name for my new TV show, by the way. I'm gonna pitch that to NBC or some shit, right?
Jesus.
They'll love it.
Oh
right?
My god. Yeah, sure, they'll love it, alright.
Yeah.
But I mean, otherwise, I guess that's it for this one.
That's this week's episode. All right. Hey, stay tuned next week when we talk about how Adam and Eve got cast out of the garden. All right.
Oh my god.
All right. And we talk about how Jesus wasn't stabbed with a lance, but with a spear.
I swear, I hate you so much right now. Stop. Anyway, that's it, I guess.
You have to Wikipedia, right? Sign us out. Do the outro.
Why? Okay, fuck, fine, okay.
He who has the Wikipedia page has the power.
Oh,
that's
god.
how it goes. That's our tagline, alright?
That's some bullshit and you know it, alright?
That's what we advertise to the audience, alright?
Jesus. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. Fucking like, subscribe. I don't know what people say. Fucking I don't know. Comment if you want, if you have time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Coronavirus is still a thing. Remember to
Yep.
get your shots. Wash your hands. Booster shots are still a thing too. So get those too. Remember.
Gotta get those. Yep.
Yeah.
Watch out for Omicron.
Look. Make sure. Yeah. Take those shots, or you'll end up like your dead great grandparents. All right. All right.
We're gonna make a fucking whole bit about if Jewish grandfathers get vaxxed or not. Jesus Christ! What a fucking missed opportunity!
Just like the episode, we had our own missed opportunity.
Oh god! I just realized. All right, that's this week's episode. Pro versus thing. Watch your hits, wear masks, get your shots. Kate, thanks. Bye.